Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. Let's go and see how things are. This is Monday morning, pre-market around 8:40 a.m. Eastern, and you can see Nasdaq futures are now going towards some resistance zone. Nice recovery over the Friday session. You can see QQQ was up more than 1%. So now just consolidating mainly due to NVDA. I think there was some news regarding NVDA. There's some chip being developed by Huawei. I think that's how you say it. And I think that's why it's basically taking a tank here. China's Huawei, I think that's how you say Huawei develops a new AI chip. I don't know if it's gonna be they can match Nvidia because it's still made in China, but it is what it is. Nvidia is a market moving, especially Nasdaq. So again, it was in like resistance area here, sell zone, and now it's coming down. So I won't be surprised even if it comes in green zone here. That will be a good area to buy 102.93. If for some reason we get that pullback, that's a gap fill around 6%. That's possible for Nvidia. 6% can happen like in very quick session for Nvidia. So anyhow, that's where we are. S&P 100, 500 looking for this gap fill 55.66, going towards there. Dow Jones also a little pump there, and then Russell also going towards some resistance. So let's go and see long-term chart. Guys, please hit the like button as you're reviewing this. I really appreciate that. Okay, in terms of point of control, you can see here we are now developing another point of control here, right just below this gap fill, which is around 55.32. Now this is the area which is very interesting because if you start going here, you can see so many point of controls. I don't know if you can see here, you can see white lines here. This is the area which is around 5600 area, and the top range is around 5800. Uh, this whole area sorry, this whole area here, uh, this is where last time we got a nice dump. So let me go and show you on a daily chart. Maybe it's better that way. You can see this area here. You can see it on the left side, lot of support here before, and now it broke down. So this is a very interesting area. It's also there's also a gap here around 56, 54. So probably it's gonna go. This is SPX chart from here where it is right now. It's closed on Friday. It can go around 2.25%, and that's where multiple moving averages are also coming in. Then that could act as a resistance. So that's going to be a key area. And then I think earnings are coming. Apple, Meta, Amazon, all these are reporting earnings this week. So depending on that, either we're going to get a breakout or we're going to get a breakdown to fill some of these gaps. You can see this big gap here. This gap will be filled. I just don't know when. You can see 1 hour chart, gap here, gap here. So it could be a very nasty pullback. Try to scare everybody. So it could come back down, fill this gap, or even deeper here, okay? Scaring everybody, and then we go higher. So just keep that in mind. This could happen. So have some cash ready on the side in case they decide to do that. All right. That's on SPX. Nasdaq, same thing here, going towards these gap fills right at the top here. That could happen very soon. Actually, it's already green right now, so they could start filling that gap sooner than later, and then they can decide later on to fill this bigger gap here. It will be filled at some point, guys. We just don't know when. Dow Jones, same story here, going higher. IWM, actually, it's already filled this gap, so I have to delete this yellow line. Next gap is here. In terms of Bitcoin, nice 9 count sell signal, but now today also after consolidating a little bit, going higher. Now, just to remember, there is a possibility of a little bit of coolback. So if you want to draw a box like that, all right, so won't be surprised if it comes back down here, fill this gap and go higher. This is BTC futures. You can see this gap is still not filled. If I go to 1 hour chart, this big gap, which is around 91,840. So just keep that in mind. All right. So if they decide for some reason want to make it lower, around 4.7%, that will be area you want to go long. All right. So keep that in mind. What else? Let's go to Tesla. Had a nice breakout trying to go above 200 moving average finally today, already up 1.5%. Again, it has a something regarding a robotaxi on Friday, massive candle. UNH, I'm holding, getting a 7 counts buy signal here. So every time you get 7, it could go a little lower, 8, 9 and bounce, or 7 is usually the bottom. So I'm taking a risk here on this massive stock, the highest weighted Dow Jones stocks. So I bought this here and I told my subscribers I'm buying here. And if you want to know what I'm buying and selling, click the join button in the description and I share levels as well with my subscribers and when to take exit. But this is what I'm holding. Again, massive dump, but still some divergence. New low with well, RSI has some divergence. PPO maybe little divergence to no divergence. We'll see. But that's where we are right now. Um, in terms of FANG stocks, Apple is looking interesting. This big gap is there to be filled. Um, Netflix already making a new high. Meta, Facebook, again, multiple possibilities. Earnings, let's see how earnings go. So all eyes on earnings this week. Google had a nice earnings, but still it gave everything back. Opened on a 5% up and then closed at 1.4%. Very weak close. Amazon, also this gap is filled, so I have to fix some of these gaps. Still huge potential possible on Amazon as well. After earnings, Amazon did not do much, decline, and then just kept selling off. Last time after earnings, it did very nice, but then again, that's how it is. Microsoft possibility of having a good earnings. Last time we had a massive dump. Let's see if they can have a good pump this time. CrowdStrike looking for new highs. ServiceNow also looking to go higher. NVDA daily chart. Remember these two gaps. Just keep that in mind. For some reason, if they try to fill that, that's your area to buy. An AVGO already above all moving averages. So any pullback would be a good buying opportunity for a nice rally later on. TSX in front of some resistance. Hang Seng Index. Couple of gaps up, couple of gaps down. Bond market getting rejected here. So is that a pre-sign of something coming in the stock market? We'll see. Double bottom here going higher, but if it comes back to fill this gap around 113, that's possible. TLT, you can see all the gaps here. US oil, all right, in front of resistance. It's not gonna go anywhere until this massive resistance. You can see acted as a support before, now just stuck, maybe waiting for some news. Natural gas looking for like gap fill around 2.79. Looks like that's where they want to go. Gold blow off top, looks like making a lower high and then gonna go lower. Let's see, we don't know yet. Silver will follow gold. Copper, um, nice consolidating. Sugar, all right, sugar is again in the buy zone here. So just, I know it's a bit annoying for sugar, but it's consolidating. It's a good area to, um, the longer it consolidates, you can see here last on the left hand side. So just keep that in mind. Wheat again in front of the trend line here. Corn by the dip. Dollar is trying to recover. Let's see if it can go back in this resistance area and then break out. Still very weak. We'll see. Gold miners, multiple. I think they, you can see, keep going higher with not a lot of divergence, but again, it's reasonable to have a pullback. So that's what I'm looking for. MicroStrategy above all moving averages, looking for a new high. Looks like wants to go $500, $600. We'll see. Wait and watch. CNQ looking for this gap fill around 29.89. I think that's where it's going to be filling the gap. We'll see how things are going. And then lastly, VIX green today, but I think it's going to come back to fill this gap 21.7 and then maybe later on go higher to fill these top gaps. So we'll wait and see which way market wants us to go. Okay, guys, that's it for today. If there are any particular stocks you want me to review, put a comment with that stock description and then I'll talk to you later. Bye.